Practically all CSGO cases on the market are on the rise right now. Back in my time, I remember the good old days of being able to buy cases for 3 cents, but with the pandemic, so many more people playing CSGO and so many more people investing, times have clearly changed. So today, we're going to talk about what seems to be currently a get-rich-quick scheme that can get you a quick buck and how it might actually be a bubble. And a few things you should look out for and stay safe in your investments. And as per usual, if you are in the 85% of people that watch these videos and aren't yet subscribed to the channel, subscribing would be greatly appreciated so you don't miss any of my investing or CSGO content. And final thing before we get into the video, let's talk about today's sponsor, Luckbox. Luckbox is the first EGR award-winning betting site and one of, if not the most secure betting site out there. You can bet on CSGO, Dota, League of Legends, and more. And there's a ton of different options for betting. You can choose the correct score of the match, who will win which maps, round advantage, and much more. And best of all, you can use code SUKA120 for a 120% deposit bonus, so be sure to sign up using the link at the top of the description and put your esports knowledge to use. But for now, let's talk about the CSGO case conundrum and what can come out of it. So first of all, let's talk, why are practically all CSGO cases rising in price? Well, demand is growing for sure. CSGO's player count has had a pretty significant increase since just the December of 2019, just over a year now. So when you compare that with some of the new operations being added to the game, Shattered Web and Broken Fang, you've got more people spending money on the game, and with more people playing the game, obviously you're going to have a lot more cases being unboxed and a lot more people investing, especially considering these cases are usually only pennies a pop, so anyone can begin investing. It's not just for people with a lot of money. You can buy as many cases as you want considering how cheap they are. And not to mention, you've got storage crates in the game now, so you're not under a limited inventory and can get everything nice and tidy if you want to invest under a larger margin. But okay, sure, you've got more players buying stuff, but what happens if those players start to leave? Is the CSGO market, specifically cases, in the bubble? Well, a lot of investors think it might be, but if we look at the CSGO Market Forum subreddit, this user says something I completely agree with. It could be a bubble if you're looking only at the price growth in the past few weeks, but every case's supply is getting significantly smaller day by day. For example, if we look at the breakout case, these things have gone from a $1.20 range to a $1.80 range in a month. And from when I invested in these things less than 2 months ago, when they were at like 70-80 cents, they've gone from near the 6-figure range in supply on the Steam market to now fluctuating only around the 20,000 range. So the breakout case, as I've mentioned many times before, only contains the butterfly knife as the rare special item, which is currently seeming to be the most hyped knife in the game. So what's with it with the other cases? Sure, the breakout case makes sense, but are they true to their value and have potential to grow in the future, or are they going to crash and burn? Well, there's a lot of cases in CSGO, and I could very well make a video talking about everyone separately and whether it's a good investment or not, but let me just give you guys a synopsis on what warning signs to look out for in cases based on trends in the past. First of all, if a case has a new set of gloves or knives or whatever it may be, that case is going to be really hyped right off the bat, but that isn't going to last forever. I covered this entirely in my video talking about why the Broken Fang case might tank in price, which I really recommend watching, but to sum it up, Shattered Web cases have not had a good price trend thus far. The release of the Fracture case, which contained the exact same rare special items and better reds and is only half the price on the Steam market as the Shattered Web case, literally giving you no reason to open the Shattered Web case compared to it, so what should you take as this if you're an investor? Well, keep in mind all possibilities when buying into cases. Although you might get drawn in from the cheap price, you need to make sure they're not in the active drop pool, which may seem obvious, but how many cases contain the rare special items as them? Are they a case with special circumstances like the Falchion case, Breakout case, or CS20 case with only one special knife in it? But then the Falchion knife is garbage, and then we have the Breakout case which contains one of the best knives, or we have the Broken Fang case which currently contains the only rare special items that we've never seen before but could very well get added in another case in the future, there's a lot of things you have to take into consideration. And as we've seen by the shattered web case, rarity and discontinuation alone doesn't mean free money and a free spike up in price on the long term. And with Broken Fang in future operations that might have the same sort of star system and shop to buy cases, we might see overvaluation and dump outs in price, as we've already seen with the shattered web case. So when you're investing, you do really need to consider all possibilities, when you want to sell, how much money you want to make, and don't just keep holding till the end of time. Lots of things affect the price of CSGO investments on the short end. Like for example, when the Operation Broken Fang case was released, shattered web cases had one of their many big dump outs in price because people just want to sell their investments to buy the pass or whatever it may be. So I'm not saying you should panic sell because things like this happen. They will happen all the time, whether it's a Steam summer sale dragging price down, a new major dragging price down of investments, or a new operation, whatever it may be. But you need to keep in mind all possibilities when it comes to your investment. As we've seen with the shattered web case, once again, these things contain a lot of risk. So is the case market in the bubble? Personally, I wouldn't exactly say this, but with so many people investing specifically in the operation items right now, I think you really need to be careful and once again take all possibilities into consideration as to what can go wrong in your investment. Even something like the RMR sticker capsules, which may seem safe, what happens if new gold team stickers come out during the next major? What's going to happen to the current one's price? Maybe consider selling a few weeks before the next major starts, so if you made your money and want to be safe, don't be afraid to sell, and you could rebuy a few weeks later when the price dips and when everybody is cashing out to buy in on the major items. Or what happens if COVID is still happening then and the major gets pushed back again? Maybe the stickers will have a huge increase in price that falls off a few days later. There's just so many things you have to look out for, and you always have to keep your eye out on the CSGO scene and how it's affecting the actual market prices. So yeah, pretty much overall, just stay safe with your investments. Keep in mind every possibility when making them, and feel free to ask me, or if you have a friend that knows a lot about CSGO, any investments, or you could go on the CSGO Market Forum Reddit or any CSGO investing Reddit and just ask them questions, because there's a lot of knowledgeable people on there. But for now, I think that does pretty much wrap up everything that I wanted to go over. So as per usual, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And of course, check out some of my other CSGO videos. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.